Greetings everyone, Jonathan here from Plagiarism Today, and today the big news is that either Anonymous or someone purporting to be from Anonymous or someone doing an Anonymous-like video has announced that Anonymous will be attacking Hunter Moore. Now to backtrack a little bit here, Hunter Moore is the guy behind the site was behind the site Is Anybody Up? It was a revenge porn site in which it would solicit jilted lovers. People just found images in some cases to upload photos of nude women along with any information about them they had, and that site would then post their Facebook, their address, their cell phone number, anything else they could get their hands on of these women and post it in a public forum alongside the naked pics of them and/or video. And it's a very disgusting, very horrible site, and Hunter Moore recently announced that he's actually kind of bringing it back. The site was shut amid the rumors of an FBI investigation and talk of a class action lawsuit. The site closed, and now apparently he's bringing it back on a new domain, a .tv domain, it's worth saying. And basically speaking, he said in one interview that he's planning on adding maps to their house and like enabling people to stalk these girls. In fact, he was the one that used the word stalking. Now he came back in a subsequent interview and said, "Oh, that's not true." He said he was quote unquote too drunk, I believe it was, to remember what he said in that first interview. But long story short, even if he just brings it back with the tried and true formula, which by the way has already inspired one copycat covered on Plagiarism Today last week, worth checking that article out. But anyways, even if he just brings that back, it's bad enough. And Anonymous has said that they are prepared to go to war with him and do everything they can to, quote-unquote, protect people from bullying, protect women from bullying. And it's interesting because when I first heard about this announcement, my first thought was, wow, I'm really behind Anonymous on this one. Go Anonymous, take this scum of the earth out. But then I paused and reflected, and I had a moment. And I realized that I really can't root for Anonymous here, and the reason is quite simple. Anonymous doesn't have the moral high ground in my book. I mean, the truth of the matter is, Anonymous engaged in a lot of the same behavior, especially if you look back to their 4chan roots. They engaged in a lot of the same behavior, including people they didn't know. And even today, they do a lot of the same things, but they do it to people they do know and don't like. So, which is better? Is it better for someone like Hunter Moore, who engages in this posting of public information and incriminating photos like this? Is it better for him to do it against just anyone? Or is it better for Anonymous to do it against people that they don't like, people they judge as being worthy of that kind of treatment? And is it better to have someone that does it blanketly, or someone setting themselves up as judge, jury, and executioner like Anonymous does? I don't think either are better. To me, this isn't a battle of good versus evil, it's a battle of troll versus troll. And really, if you look at a lot of things Anonymous did in its history, I mean, they don't have a lot of moral high ground to stand on here. It seems like Hunter Moore, if anything, is pulling a page out of Anonymous's book in some ways, and just taking it and doing it to a broader market and making it pornography, making it a porn site. And that's what's, I think, very frustrating about this. Every time I want to get behind Anonymous, every time I agree with Anonymous, which admittedly isn't very often, it always comes with that tingle, that I can't really support them. It always comes with those mixed feelings, if you will. And that's true in this case, too. I hate Hunter Moore. I hate what he does. I hate what he represents. I think he's a disgusting, vile individual, and that is it. But that being said, I don't necessarily think Anonymous in the way it behaves is that much better, if any better. Especially, once again, if you check Anonymous's history. So, long story short, while I certainly hope Anonymous has luck in shutting down Hunter Moore, I'm not going to cry any tears if they succeed. But the flip side of the coin is, I don't really think Anonymous is in a position to make any judgments here. I mean, the reality is, I don't think posting this type of stuff online and doing this, engaging this type of behavior is right in any situation. I don't think anyone deserves it. And here we are. Anonymous is taking a stand against cyberbullying when they were, for a long time, the quintessential cyberbully. So, I don't know. Mixed feelings all around. I really just hope this thing resolves itself, and I hope Hunter Moore is bluffing and it just goes away, and that all of these revenge porn sites go away. That'd be my ideal universe. Not going to happen, obviously, and it's going to be a problem that's going to keep growing, but we'll see what happens with it. And by the way, Hunter Moore said in one interview that he's very confident he's protected legally in the United States. I find it interesting he says that, but at the same time he's using a .tv domain, which is the country of Tuvalu, I believe it is. He's using a .tv domain, not a .com, for his site. I don't think that's exactly a sign of legal certainty there, Mr. Moore. I think you're being coy there. And also, I've talked to or read reports from at least 6 legal experts who think his protection under Section 230 of the CDA is questionable at best. And I don't think he has the resources, time, energy, or I would dare say the interest in fighting that case all the way if it does come up. I think there are much better armed opponents prepared to take him on and present some very convincing legal theories. Just a few thoughts there. Anyway, on that note, everyone, thank you very much for joining me, and until tomorrow, this is Jonathan Bailey, signing off.